Hello YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well. Figured I'd start off today's vlog coming home from the office. Don't do a whole lot of shooting down here in Lower Manhattan, but I had a couple of people asking me about shooting in the city, so I figured I'd take a shot at it today. Here we are in Tribeca, and as you can see right in front of me, that is the New World Trade Center. Pretty tall. We're still about I think 4 or 5 blocks away from the base of it from where I am right now. But here's my office on the left. This is where I work every day. You can see this building right now in front of me with the wavy architecture. There's a name of that building. I can't recall what it is, but a buddy of mine up until about a year ago lived on the 80th floor with his wife. It's a tall building, and definitely different looking. You can see that the side of the building facing us has that wavy pattern. It was meant to invoke a waving flag in the wind. Kind of an interesting idea, but you'll also notice as we come up that one side of that building is completely flat, unlike the other 3 sides which have that wavy pattern, because the developer ran out of money and they couldn't do the design all the way around. So the Woolworth building, as you can see, they've got great architecture built up around there. I like the old buildings in New York with a little bit of style to them. They've got a lot of that either Gothic filigree or a very neat Art Deco look to a building like you see at the Empire State Building, or on the Chrysler Building might be the best example of the Art Deco style that I know of in New York. And you know, after almost 4 years of living here, I still find myself looking up as often as I possibly can. And I know a lot of people don't do that here in the city. A lot of people will walk to where they're going with their heads down. The only people who are looking up, they say, are the tourists. But there is so much to see if you just raise your eyes above, you know, your own shoes in this town. It really is a pretty city with a lot of good history to it. But the 3 bridges that I use are generally the Brooklyn Bridge that we're on now, the Manhattan Bridge, which is going to be over here to our left in just a minute, and then the Williamsburg Bridge, which is further up on the East River. And of course, the best way to remember the order of the bridges is it goes BMW, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg. That's how I learned them when I moved here. And of course you can just realize that they look very different and they're all iconic in their own way. So living in New York, why do I choose to live here? I live here of course because my job is here and I got a lot of friends here still and everything. And you know, it's weird, the things that I love about New York City are the exact same things that if you give me 15 minutes I'll hate about New York City. All the people, all the things to do, the constant hustle and bustle, all the art. It all sounds great, but it also means everything's crowded. You have way too many things to choose from, so you never make a choice. And with all the art and culture, you tend to be surrounded by lots and lots of pretension. So everything I love about it is also everything I hate about it. It is just hard as hell to find good riding around here too. You got to go up to, you know, north of the city, into New York State, out into Jersey, some spots on Long Island are decent riding, but it all is about the same. It takes about an hour of riding in traffic, at least an hour, to get anywhere that's really worth fun riding. So that can be a bummer sometimes, but you know, I do love riding in the city too. It's a little bit frustrating at times, but in my mind it's just a much better option than taking the public transit. I hadn't taken the subway in a very long time, you know, especially not for commuting purposes, until I snapped my throttle cables and then had no real choice. For the next couple of days I took the subway, and I swear to God, the very second day of being on the subway, I was sick. I don't want to say it was absolutely related, but it was totally absolutely related. The moment I got on the subway, within 24 hours, I was just in the middle of a summer flu. Because people are damn filthy, man. They are absolutely horrifying in groups. But getting on the subway with all those people, especially, you know, little kids, toddlers and babies. Oh, talk about plague factories, man. I got plenty of friends who have kids, and you know, I am very happy for them. But oh, I have no interest, at least right now in my life, in the raising of a larval stage human. If I was given the option, though, to take a position somewhere else, I think I would. I think I'm about ready to do that. Need to move out west, somewhere near the Rockies, where there's mountains and good fishing and easy access to trees, and not so much damn traffic all the time. Another building I'll talk about is right up here on my left. The rust-colored building, that is the Barclays Center. That's where the Brooklyn Nets play. I also saw the Postal Service play live there last year. I was here during the construction of the building. I remember when it was just a big hole in the ground a couple years ago. When it was going up, it really divided the area. People sort of didn't want it, you know, in their backyard. It was going to ruin the area. People weren't going to, it was going to get way too busy here. It was going to be ugly. And for a long time it was really ugly. And then they went and put the all the steel up. And when it was new, it didn't look like this. It wasn't rusted yet. And but the plan, of course, you know, the point was that it was going to rust naturally and give it a nice patina. And I gotta say, I really didn't want it to look good. I really didn't want to like it. I wanted to be able to say when it was done, God, I really don't like the Barclays Center. And they finished it and they put it up, and after the first rainstorm, I had to say I don't hate it. I really think they did a good job with it. It does fit the neighborhood well. The rust and sort of, I mean, it's as rustic as a modern sporting arena can be, which I guess is perfect for the rustic industrial aesthetic of this part of Brooklyn. So yeah, they did a damn fine job with it. But you know, for all my earlier bitching, it's on a day like today when it's just completely blue sky and good temperature out. I do love New York. Today I love New York. Ask me again tomorrow. But until tomorrow, you guys be well and ride safe out there.